field. Well, this is what happens. And welcome to the once-in-a-lifetime Lambrecht car auction from Pierce, Nebraska. I'm Brian Unger. I'm joined by Rutledge Wood, and out there in the soybean field, Tanner Faust.
Hey guys.
Welcome to History Made Now, Wheels of Fortune.
Now, Brian, right behind our stage is a crazy mix of 496 cars that have been stored in this field, or about 50 of them, which have almost no miles on them. Half of those have been stored in a building, the other half also here in the field. It's a pretty nutty story of how these cars all ended up here, but today we're going to find out what people think they're worth.
Yeah, I mean, we should stress this is not just a field filled with, like, junk cars.
Right.
This is a story of a dealership that basically methodically put away classic, beautiful cars away year by year by year, collected, what, nearly 500 of them, and for the first time ever in this historic television show that we're doing here on History, bidders from all over the world will get a chance to take them home. There are tens of thousands of bidders here in this soybean field in Nebraska, and then online, concurrently, there are people making bids too.
And it's funny, it all started with Ray Lambrecht. He and his wife Mildred opened Lambrecht Chevy in the tiny town of Pierce, Nebraska in 1946. And the story was that he never liked to sell used cars. So anytime people would trade in a car, he would just bring it to the family's farm and leave it. He only wanted to sell new cars. Plus, the reason that we ended up with some of these super low mileage cars that are brand new is people said that Ray didn't like to sell a car if it wasn't that current model year. So if a 58 Cameo pickup came out and then the new 59 showed up, he just tucked the 58 away, which is how we have some incredible cars that you're not going to see anywhere else.
There are new cars for sale out there. Some of these cars are 50 years old. So if you can imagine new cars 50 years old. It's a weird concept, but you got to wrap your head around this. So for a more sort of detailed look at what this event is, take a look.
This is kind of a different auction. There's approximately 500 vehicles. We're going to be starting with our other end up here with our newer vehicles and going from car to